Good evening. Once again, I'm Stephanie Ruhle, live from MSNBC headquarters here in New York City. It was a full-fledged political combat on Capitol Hill as Attorney General Merrick Garland testified for more than 5 hours to a House Judiciary Committee packed with good old Trump allies. GOP lawmakers clashed with Garland over alleged political bias at the Justice Department, the Hunter Biden probe, and the federal indictments of the former president. We get more from NBC's Ryan Nobles on what went down.
Tonight, Attorney General Merrick Garland firing back at Republicans accusing him of weaponizing the Justice Department.
I am not the president's lawyer. I will add, I am not Congress's prosecutor. The Justice Department works for the American people.
But Republican lawmakers grilling Garland over what they call a two-tier justice system.
There's one investigation protecting President Biden. There's another one attacking President Trump. Justice Department's got both sides of the equation covered.
The GOP zeroing in on the special counsel investigation of Hunter Biden, alleging Garland was misleading when he said there was no interference in the investigation into the president's son. Garland was pressed if he had any conversations with special counsel David Weiss regarding the case.
I do not intend to discuss internal Justice Department deliberations, whether or not I had them.
So your testimony today is you're not going to tell us whether you've had discussions with Mr. Weiss.
My testimony today is I told the committee that I would not interfere.
2 IRS whistleblowers have testified under oath the DOJ gave preferential treatment to the president's son, and that Weiss told multiple people he was not in charge.
He wanted to bring an action in the District of Columbia, and the U.S. attorney there said, no, you can't. And then you go tell the United States Senate under oath that he has complete authority.
No one had the authority to turn him down.
Weiss has denied the whistleblowers' accounts. Democrats today calling the hearing a political stunt.
This is a gross misuse of your time, your team's time, and our time. It is a shameful circus.
With Garland slamming GOP criticism.
Singling out individual career public servants who are just doing their jobs is dangerous, particularly at a time of increased threats.
Democrats on the panel, however, called out their Republican colleagues, accusing them of using the hearing to attack President Biden while they spread absolute lies.
They have wasted countless taxpayer dollars on baseless investigations into President Biden and his family, desperate to find evidence for an absurd impeachment and desperate to distract from the mounting legal peril facing Donald Trump.
Mr. Jordan hopes to camouflage his assault on the rule of law by falsely claiming that Donald Trump is the victim of unequal justice and Hunter Biden its beneficiary. It is a claim as transparently political as it is devoid of any factual basis.
We have elected officials misleading the public, attacking the foundations of our democracy, trying to sow distrust on one of the most critical pillars of that democracy, the U.S. Department of Justice. It's unacceptable and it's un-American.
Meanwhile, down in Georgia, attorneys for 3 of Trump's co-defendants in the election case tried to convince a judge that the charges should be moved from state to federal court. The 3 so-called fake electors claim they were acting as federal officers back in 2020, and they've all pleaded not guilty. We've also learned that DA Fani Willis has a new key witness in her case, Lin Wood. Remember that name? Former Atlanta lawyer and big-time Trump supporter is now a witness for the state, according to a court filing. After Trump lost in 2020, Wood filed a series of lawsuits based on fraudulent claims of a stolen election.